Hey everybody, how's it going? So as I mentioned on my post, there is a lot that can be said about people having life insurance through their work. This is not a quick subject to go into. I'm going to make a couple quick videos on it, but I really want to go over the importance of this because this type of insurance is not something that's state mandated. You don't have to have it. Many people don't have it, and if you don't have it and something happens to you, then it will leave your family in a bad spot. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to go into a couple of these. So, life insurance through work, usually, and I say usually because one of the companies that I represent has a policy that you can take with you, but most life insurance policies through work are not portable. Okay, that means they cannot be carried with you. So if you walk into work next week and your boss fires you, you just lost your life insurance policy because you can't take it with you. Okay? If you decide on your own to change careers, you don't want to necessarily have to be shackled to a job that you hate and drives you nuts just because of your insurance. You don't want to be in that situation because it puts you not at a causative point in your life where you can make your own decisions. Okay? So also, one of the benefits of work policies is they're relatively inexpensive and they're usually guaranteed to be issued without any medical questions, okay? There are some variations to this, but by and large, they are guaranteed to be issued and you can't take them with them. So there's pros and there's cons to every scenario. Now, what typically happens is they just say, oh, well, I handled that through work. And then they ignore the fact that each person has a different situation and each person has to manage that situation differently to make sure that they provide for their family. Like, for example, let's say when you got the job, when you got the life insurance, you didn't have a child. Now it's a year later, you now have a child. What are you going to do? Well, there should be a policy on the child as well as added coverage on you to cover the cost of if something happened to you. If you're the main person who works and brings home the money in the family, you can provide for that child and help your spouse raise them. Another instance is, let's say you didn't do that and then you have another child. Okay, now you have two children that are dependent. So if something happened to you, then your spouse would become a single mother or would have to be forced to remarry or whatever circumstance would happen. There's tons of stories about this. I don't think I have to belabor the point. But the most important thing for you to realize is that for you to write off that you just have life insurance through work is irresponsible and reckless. And you should not do it. Take responsibility for your situation in life. Get the coverage that you need. It's not something that you should overpay for. You should be shown multiple options when you do shop for life insurance. You shouldn't just pick one company. And that's why I recommend choosing an independent advisor as opposed to a person who only can work for one company. That's what I do. I have 8 or 9 different companies that I usually shop, and then I've got multiple other ones that I at least get a cursory quote on to compare them to the ones that I mainly pick. So speak with your advisor. If you do not have an advisor, reach out to me. I know people in all 50 states, the United States, and I can probably hook you up with someone in your area and they can get you the help that you need. I know some guys up in Ohio that do a really good job, North Carolina, South Carolina, all over the U.S., California, Georgia, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Reach out to me if you have questions. It is something you need to address. You need to know what you have, what you need to do, what the benefits are, etc. So, reach out to me. Don't be reckless. Have a good day. Be great.